When people hear the word beach, it conjures up a myriad of mental images, thoughts, feelings, and fun memories. Some think of palm trees, waves, or even something as simple as a colorful cocktail, complete with ice and an umbrella. But sometimes a wonderful day at the beach can go from dreamlike to disastrous in a minute. Today we're looking at the most dangerous beaches around the world. Trust us, you do not want to miss this list, so stay tuned. So, are the world's most dangerous beaches all located in the same country? Contrary to what many people might think, not all of the world's most dangerous beaches are located in one particular country. In fact, the most treacherous beaches in the world can be found spread out across several countries on multiple continents around the world. Some countries, though, do have multiple perilous beaches and have garnered international reputations related to their beaches as a result. And as you're about to see, there are a range of factors and characteristics that can make a beach dangerous. These factors generally cover three overarching categories: environmental, human, or wildlife. If you're the globe-trotting, adventurous type who can't sit still and lives to travel, we hope that this video will help make your travels safer as you venture out into the great unknown. Because there's nothing worse than planning and funding a once-in-a-lifetime trip only to have it end like a total bummer. We'll take you to our first destination, the tropical U.S. island of Hawaii, where beachgoers and surfers in particular have learned the true meaning of a total bummer. Hawaii is home to some seriously treacherous beaches. One beach in particular has caught many people's attention. It's known as HANAKAPIAI Beach, where it's located on the Hawaiian island of Kauai. So why is HANAKAPIAI Beach so dangerous? Let's have a look. HANAKAPIAI Beach is your typical postcard version of paradise, but don't be fooled because it's actually one of the most dangerous beaches in the world. It's so dangerous that next to the caution sign on the beach is an updated tally of the total deaths of swimmers who met their tragic end there. The beach is known for having some of the strongest rip currents in the world. A rip current is a relatively strong, narrow current flowing outward from the beach through the surf zone and presenting a hazard to swimmers. Apparently, the reason for the lethal rip currents is that this stretch of beach isn't barricaded or protected by any coral reefs. The next beach we'll look at is a truly scary place. So scary that you couldn't pay me to go there. It's appropriately known as the Skeleton Coast, and it's located in Namibia, a country in Africa's southwestern region. Here you have the deadly Benguela Currents, which are responsible for scores of shipwrecks. Oh, and after you wreck an abandoned ship, there are at least 11 species of deadly sharks in Namibian waters that'll be there to keep you company. And if you're lucky enough to make it to land, you've got hyenas and lions to look forward to, as they are regularly seen strolling the beaches there. Centuries ago, during the age of exploration, sailors often referred to the Skeleton Coast as the gates of hell. Thanks, but I think I'll stick to Cuba. So which beaches are most known for shark attack activity? Let's take a look. Speaking of Cuba, roughly 400 miles from Havana, sunny New Smyrna Beach, Florida, a small town of 26,000 residents, is known as the shark attack capital of the world. This may come as a surprise to some, but the metric used in this case was bite frequency. And according to the International Shark Attack File, as of 2020, the town has had a total of 244 confirmed and unprovoked shark attacks. At the time of this recording, that number has since grown and some of the attacks have been fatal. An ocean away in Réunion Island, France, is an island paradise off the coast of Madagascar that is owned by the French. It's a unique place to visit because it's a tropical island with a great deal of French flair and culture. But over the past few years, the island's reputation has taken a hit thanks to deadly shark attacks. The island is located in a stretch of the Indian Ocean known as Shark Highway. Several attacks have been fatal, and the attacks came from bull, tiger, and great white sharks, although some of the attacks were from unknown species. As a result of the attacks, local tourism and the economy have taken a substantial hit. And because the shark problem there is only getting worse, the death blow to tourism is slowly turning Réunion Island into a tropic ghost town. Don't go away, we're bringing you more on the most dangerous beaches in the world, so stay tuned, folks. Roughly 2,000 miles or 3,000 kilometers from Réunion Island's Shark Highway is the South African beach known as GANSBAAI Beach, in an ocean region known as Shark Alley. Simply put, the region is chock full of massive and ferocious great white sharks. Shark attacks here are relatively rare for the simple fact that people are too afraid to go into the water and know better. It's even a famous tourist trap for travelers wishing to cage dive with the frightening creatures. These waters are particularly dangerous because the charters who offer these cage diving excursions are constantly dumping large amounts of blood and chum into the water in order to coax in the sharks for the tourists in the cages. Our next beach is located in Manaus, Brazil, and it doesn't have an environmental or wildlife problem. It has a human problem called crime, and lots of it. The Manaus beaches in Brazil have garnered a reputation as a place where tourists should exercise a very high degree of caution. There's a ton of thievery, robberies, and there have even been murders. Some are targeting tourists. Local residents recommend avoiding the beach at nighttime. Others would recommend avoiding the Manaus beaches altogether. Truth be told, no matter where you find yourself in Brazil, you should always exercise a certain degree of caution. Next, we'll travel to an exotic destination known as Cape Tribulation, Australia. So what's so dangerous about Cape Tribulation? Let's dive in and take a look. Like the Skeleton Coast, this stretch of beach in sunny Australia has earned itself a dangerous reputation. If you're thinking about swimming in Cape Tribulation, you may wish to purchase a stinger suit in advance, because the area is loaded with jellyfish waiting to sting. But your new stinger suit isn't likely to save you from the saltwater crocodiles that are likely floating nearby. There are even trees in the area with leaves that can sting you, and large birds known as cassowaries that are extremely aggressive with claws capable of disemboweling people. Next up, we'll take you to the Dominican Republic's HAINA beach. In the town of HAINA, there was a lead battery recycling plant that created a serious toxic waste and lead poisoning problem. The HAINA area, which has some absolutely gorgeous Dominican beaches, was designated a hazardous waste site by local officials, and locals refer to the town as Dominican Chernobyl. So unless you feel like growing a third nipple, you might want to steer clear of this one. In Mumbai, India, there's a serious environmental problem on CHOWPATTY beach. For years, residents and tourists have been advised to avoid swimming on the beach because of the tremendous amount of trash that washes up onto the shore. Not surprisingly, the water surrounding this area has turned brown and blackish. And to make matters worse, a huge tanker ship capsized back in 2011 and spilled more than 60,000 metric tons of coal. Unfortunately for the people of Mumbai, the beach is completely unswimmable. Finally, are India and the Dominican Republic the only countries in the world with polluted beaches? Short answer is no. In fact, there are now too many polluted beaches in the world to list them all in this video. The United Kingdom, too, has an unswimmable beach known as Staithes Beach. Surfers have always been attracted to the beach's massive waves, but like Mumbai's CHOWPATTY Beach, governmental officials in the UK have warned the public to avoid swimming on Staithes Beach because it is so badly polluted. The BBC once did an expose on Staithes Beach and said that the problem is farm sewage runoff that drains into the harbor. Nasty stuff. Next, we're leaving the gray skies of Britain for the sunny skies of California for Red Triangle Beach. Red Triangle Beach is a clean, gorgeous sandy beach. Its problem isn't environmental or man-made, it's the great white shark. California's Red Triangle Beach is a 200-mile stretch of beach from Today Bay to Big Sur with some killer waves. But riding them could turn out to be a total bummer because the waterway is home to 40% of all great white shark attacks in the United States. In addition to that, the waters of the Red Triangle account for 11% of the total great white shark attacks in the world. Next, we're heading back to India for a look at North Sentinel Island Beach. You might want to avoid this beautiful tropical paradise because there's a unique problem with the local indigenous residents there. The problem is that some of the locals there haven't had any contact with, well, us. And by us, we mean the outside world. The Sentinelese tribespeople have long been known for fiercely resisting any sort of human contact. They will maim or kill outsiders who visit their island home. So it's probably best that we give them their privacy and find someplace else to work on our tans. That wraps up the video. Thanks so much for watching.